Welcome to ProgrammingKT. Today in this tutorial, I am trying to explaining about the concept is SplitIterator. So SplitIterator also an interface that was introduced in JDK 1.8. So in previous video, I explained about iterator versus ListIterator. So if you did not watch watch that video, you will get some clarity on iterator versus ListIterator. So both are introduced in 1.2, SplitIterator was introduced in 1.8. So the major difference between iterator versus ListIterator versus SplitIterator, these two are, I can say, these two are sequential processing. Sequential processing of collection, but this one is parallel processing. I mean SplitIterator. That is the first difference you need to remember when you are talking about SplitIterator versus remaining two. So second difference is parallel processing means, of course, we have some supporting methods, right? Here we have only has next, next, remove. Along with these three, has previous, previous, set. So here we have almost in 1.8 inside this iterator also one extra method will be there for each remaining. For each remaining, this method also I will show you the documentation. So almost here we have four methods, right? Here we have along with this four, two extra methods, set and has previous, I mean three extra methods, like 4 plus 3 7. Here 7 methods will be there. So here we have n number of, I mean comparing with these two, some extra methods will be there. So the name itself indicates that split iterator. Iterator can be split into two parts. So for that, one of the method will be there, try split. So this is the method to split the iterator into partitions. So one more method is try advance. So this method is can be used to access the elements. Return type is boolean. I mean if the next element will be there, it will return true. Otherwise it will return false. So along with this, split iterator have some characteristics. Let me try to list out them. So here iterator and list iterator, we don't know the size, right? But here we have that flexibility. So estimated size also one of the method. So estimated size, and one more thing is characteristics like ordered. So ordered means, so processing elements in the form of defining order only. So next one is sorted, if the input source is sorted or not. Sorted. So immutable. So and moreover that ordered, sorted, immutable, concurrent. So concurrent, immutable, sized. So by using this one only, I mean we can all these methods return some constant 1054 like this. So with by using this constant number, we can identify this characteristic. So I will show you the documentation when I wrote the example. Now let me try to write example for split iterator, how we can do parallel processing. So here I already create one file called iterator versus split iterator example. Now let me show you that iterator and split iterator example. So I have list dot of, I am trying to provide some numbers. So I will show you one extra method I did not explain in previous video. That's why I am trying to write here iterator as well. So I have 9 elements. I am trying to process. In previous video, I explained about has next, next, remove, these three methods only, right? But one more method will be there that was introduced in 1.8. Let me show you that. So list dot iterator, if I can apply. So go inside that iterator method, I mean iterator interface, then press Ctrl O. So here I explained about first three, has next, next, remove, but for each remaining I did not explain. So first three methods are from 1.2 onwards. I think first two. So let me show you the documentation about for each. For each from 1.8. So it is a default method. And moreover that remove. This is also 1.8. Anyway, here they did not mention, so default methods from 1.8 onwards, right? That's why remove method also from 1.8, for each remaining also 1.8 to access the elements one by one. So without for each remaining, first we need to apply is there any element or not, right? For checking purpose, has next. Once you apply has next, then we need to add next method for accessing next element. This is some lengthy process, right? Instead of that, for time saving purpose, for flexibility for programmers, Oracle they introduced, for each remaining method. So with the help of consumer we can access. Now let me show you the documentation. Anyway, for each also internally using has next next. So to check the method, to check next element exists or not, has next. So for accessing element next, internally it uses has next next only. But when you write the example here, it will be very simple. So iterator dot for each remaining. So like this we can access the elements. So instead of while loop, directly you can access. Let me try to write lambda properly. So here only one line I got, right? So without this, I need to apply while loop. While, so iterator dot has next. So this is the legacy approach, old approach. So here I need to apply next method, iterator dot next. So this is about, so first one is, anyway I need to, so iterator for each remaining. So once a cursor is ended to next one, there is no true method. It has no element, right? Next element, no, it is not there. So once the cursor reached to 9, there is no element, right? That's why second one is not executed. If you have doubt, so that is the some important point you need to remember. Why? Because, so if the cursor is moved to end, there is no element. That's why it is not executed. See here, the string is not executed. Why? Because there is no element after 9. So if I can comment this, now I will get that for each string. Now while loop is executing. So anyone you can use. So that is the one point. So once the cursor is moved, once you applied for each remaining, cursor is ended to 9. Even though if I can apply 2 times while also, with the help of this next, cursor is ended to last element. Once you apply again has next, it will return false. That's why while is not executed. So by using 1.8 for each method, by using legacy has next and next. Anyway, for each also internally uses this concept only. Here has next, if I can remove this method, almost similar, right? So if we can have only one statement inside while, then curly braces are optional. Like this they are accessing, right? Here inside that iterator. Anyway, consumer, here the variable name is accept of next. Internally uses has next and next only. This is about for each remaining in iterator. Now let me try to explain about split iterator. So how we can get, parallel processing by using split iterator. So for that, first I am trying to declare some list. So I can use this list as well, no problem. Let me try to remove this code. Now I am trying to apply list dot split iterator. So how we can get split iterator? By applying SplitIterator, then try to assign. So now I will use one of the method that exists inside SplitIterator, try split. Let me show you that documentation about methods. Press Ctrl O. So here try split I am trying to use. So try split, so it will split the, let me show you the description. If this split iterator can be partitioned, returns the split converting elements, by 2. I will show you that by using size. Now let me try to apply one more time. First I will apply split. First I am trying to get split iterator, after that try split. Now let me try to apply try split. I am trying to rename properly with one more variable name, split iterator 2. Then one more time I am trying to apply try split. In this case I will provide split iterator 3. So these are the three. So we can't guess the element, how many elements can be partitioned this among all these three. So first it will divide into two parts, right? So if we can apply more than what, internally it will take partition. I mean, how many elements will go to each specific split iterator. Now let me try to print the size here. So this size concept won't be there in iterator and list iterator, but in split iterator that have, I mean, we have that advantage. So split iterator dot one of the method is estimated size. So here split iterator, this is the reference dot. So estimated size return type is long. Now let me try to print each one. So internally it will take. We are not responsible. N number of times you can apply try to split with this input source. If you have I mean 100 numbers, if we can apply any times, 10 times, 5 times, 20 times, depending on that. I mean internally it will take partitions. You don't need to, I mean, concentration on that. So 2 and 3. Now try to check how many elements are there in each split iterator. Let me try to remove this compilation error. So first one have 3, second one have 4, last one have, I mean internally it is taking. So here we have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. So 9 elements, right? 9 elements it is partitioning like this. Now I need to perform parties, I mean do parallel processing. So I want to find some of first split iterator, second split iterator, third split iterator. Parallel processing. I want to process individually. Let me try to show you that. So individually means each element, with these three elements I need to process parallelly. These four elements I need to process parallelly. These two elements I need to process parallel. Let me show you that. So for that I am trying to declare I want to find sum. So for parallel processing I will show you by using, I mean example like finding sum of each element that exists inside each split iterator. So for that I am trying to create one static method, private static. So static s is cap small. So static I am trying to return integer. So integer process. So process is the method name. Next, the parameter I am trying to pass split iterator. So I can pass, I mean, any reference variable. This is the local variable, right? You can pass any name. But for meaningful purpose, I'm trying to take, I mean, same name as split iterator. Now, I'm trying to perform action like to get parallel processing of split iterator. I mean, to apply that parallel processing behavior. So, I'm trying to use stream support. So, stream support is one of the class from java.util.stream dot stream, one of the method. So first one, so stream support is the method from, I mean stream support is the class from java.util.stream package. So inside that we have one of the method called stream. First parameter is split iterator. This is the stream method is overloaded method. I am trying to use first one. First method is split iterator, right? Second one is parallel, I mean boolean, or I mean boolean parameter. You want to do parallel processing as pass parameter as a true, otherwise pass parameter as a false. Now I am trying to pass this split iterator to that stream method. So next one is I am trying to say do it in parallel. So once I applied that stream, next I am trying to apply map. What I am trying to do, so I am trying to make that element as a double. So some logic I am trying to perform here. So next, once double is done, I am trying to find the sum. So accumulator, next one is binary operator. So here I am trying to apply first value is, so I am trying to store all value in total, then current current element. So for this binary operator, so inside this total all I mean sum will be stored. What is the current element we are trying to apply to this, the total with sum. So now I will call that method, I mean process method. So process of first one, I will pass first one. So like this I will call all at a time, I mean one by one at a time. So first one, second one, third one. So I mean process, I mean result one. So process of split iterator 2. Next one is result 2 and result 3. And I am trying to update split iterator name is 3. Now once I got the sum, let me try to print, I mean all these results. I mean what is the sum for first processing and second processing R2 and third one R3. Now let me try to run the code. So first one is, I mean first three elements, this is the size, right? Let me try to comment out this code, otherwise it will be confused. So first one is 48. I mean what are the element inside that we can't predict. I mean it will take internally partition. So how you may have doubt how you are saying these things are, I mean process, I mean sum is doing in parallel. So for that let me try to write once this out, you will get more clarity. I mean exactly it is executing in multi-threaded environment or not. If you have doubt, now let me try to move that logic into, I mean more than one line. So inside that I am trying to print that current thread name. So if it is executing more than one thread, so we will see that thread name, right? So thread dot current thread dot get name. So if it is executing other than mine, we will see that thread name, other thread name. And moreover that each, I mean I will take this help. So each split iterator size I will do, which split iterator currently executing and corresponding, I mean logic, I mean thread name along with the thread name. If I can run that, first it will print the split iterator size and how many threads are required to process the element inside that split iterator. Now let me try to run. So you are seeing, right? If you can observe the output, so this is for processing three elements, it is taking two threads. For processing three elements, two threads are taking. First one is main, second one is fork join pull worker thread. Second one, for processing four elements, it is taking three threads: main, fork join pull worker 1, worker 2. For processing two elements, it is taking two threads, main and worker 2. So you are getting, right? In front of you only I am seeing split iterator we can do in parallel processing. So I hope you got some clarity how split iterator work with parallel processing. So here I did some simple example, right? I mean with finding some. So in real time maybe some different scenario you can apply, but you need to understand the how it will work internally. I mean internally means how it will work by using, we can achieve parallel processing by using split iterator. So along with this, I mean, till now I explained try split, right? So let me try to show you one more method, that is a try advance. So try advance is a method I can show you. Try split, try advance. So try advance, it is expecting consumer. Try advance, return type is boolean. So if you are trying to process sequential processing, so in that case try advance is recommended. Along with for each, I mean here also we have that method for each remaining. For sequential processing both are, I mean for each remaining, here for each remaining it will, I mean return type is void, but try advance return type is boolean. So depending on your use case at the time of iterating, if we can check next element exists or not, in that case each, I mean you will check the condition one by one, but here it may be keep on going forward, but it won't return anything. That is the difference. And moreover that, let me try to show you the characteristics. So all these characteristics you can compare by using some constants like 16, 14, 1050. let me try to show you that. So ordered, this is the some, I mean, corresponding integer value. So once I print that, you will get. So I think for now, if you are absolute beginner, you can't understand that characteristic. I mean, can't understand means it will print some integer. Let me try to print that along with estimated size. Let me try to print that one each characteristic. So here what I'm trying to do, so split iterator, all those are constants, right? By using interface name split iterator dot, first one is ordered. So each element is processing by ordered or not. Next one is sized. Next one is immutable. So order is not important. Whatever I remembered, I am trying to apply here. Immutable, ordered, sized, immutable, concurrent, and sorted also there. I think immutable, concurrent. I think one more is there. Sorted. For each one, we will get one constant number. By using that constant, we can achieve. I mean, we can identify it is ordered or not, it is sized or not, immutable or not. So one more thing is sorted. So if you are absolute beginner, just to try to understand difference between iterator and split iterator, how internally split iterator will work. I mean, and moreover that, try to understand try advanced method and try split method. These are the two major methods, and moreover that for each remaining anyway that is available in iterator and list iterator also. So if I can make some separator here to avoid confusion about size, I can move the size below. I mean, after now let me try to make some separator. So before this also I can write same separator before that characteristics of split iterator. So if you can observe that values here, so it is printing some, right? I mean some constant 16, 64. 16 means what is the first here? Ordered. 16 means ordered. 64 means sized. So these are some internal properties, I think, constant. So for each split iterator, it is trying to print, right? Anyway, this is the size and corresponding threads it is using. But anyway, I am trying to print here, right? After finding that sum, I am trying to print the result here. So I hope you got some clarity on split iterator. So if you find the content is valuable, hit on like button and subscribe Programming KT. Thanks for watching.